And I'm gonna start by What's up, YouTube? It's your boy, RhysDuhBeast. If I'm not your boy yet, that's because this is my first YouTube video ever. And I'm gonna start by kicking it off, sharing with you how I lost 20 pounds in only 30 days. And going from this to this with no supplements. That's right, no supplements. Now, I was an active duty Marine for 8 years, and the Marine Corps is the most physically fit branch that there is. So I've seen firsthand how poor diet can affect someone's performance, whether it be that they're trying to lose weight, maintain it, or gain weight. And if they are trying to lose weight, their idea of a diet is eating small portions of food and starving themselves. And if that's your idea of a diet, then you're doing it all wrong. And you're not gonna see healthy results, if any at all. Or if you do end up finishing your diet, you're just gonna put that weight right back on as soon as it's done. Now, you're probably looking at me like, well, why am I gonna take this dude's advice? He's not in that great of shape, he's not even that shredded, so why am I gonna listen to him? I did lose 20 pounds in 30 days, I didn't starve myself, and I didn't use any supplements. Now, I'm no doctor, nutritionist, or fitness expert, but I am an expert at fitness.
What?
Fitness.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
What? I was just gonna say fitness donut in my mouth. Anyways, I'm making these videos for you guys. I want you to be able to see my results and see that they are obtainable. Following a simple and easy diet, a realistic diet, is something that anyone can do. Now, I follow a lot of fitness people on social media, and I've tried their diet. They just don't work well for me, and they probably don't work well for you. You'll see them talking about what they eat on a day-to-day basis and what they eat to shred or to cut down and diet, but those diets aren't fit for us. They're fit for them, the professionals. Those guys are trying to lose weight going from 15% body fat to 10% body fat. Or if they're a professional bodybuilder, they're going from 15% down to 4% for competitions. And that's just not the same thing that we're doing. Now, I just want to be clear, because after I watched that again, it kind of sounded like I was saying that their diets don't work at all, and that's not what I'm saying. Their diets do work, but for people like us, we need to be in even more of a deficit. We're also not burning as many calories as they are. So eating exactly like them, even their diets, exactly the way they do it, won't work for us. If you do those diets, they're going to work, depending on how many calories you burn a day. But most of us are not burning nearly as many calories as they are. You need to be in a large calorie deficit to be losing weight fast. Not too much to where you don't have energy or you're losing muscle, but enough so that you're seeing a significant weight loss. Now, you can use their diets and they'll still work because they're eating healthy foods, they're eating low calorie. You just change it up a little bit more. Maybe not eat quite as much as they do. So I'm not saying their diets don't work at all. I'm just saying they're not going to work for us not burning as many calories and wanting to be in a major deficit to lose a lot of weight. Plus, on top of that, the workouts and the calories that they're going to be eating on those diets are going to be much different than something that you and I are going to be eating. They're still going to be eating way more calories than you and I ever will. So their diets are not the same as what would work for us. Now, when I started my journey, I was about 30% body fat, maybe a little more. And right now, I'm probably sitting at about 20% or so. Now, I would like to be just like them, being down to 15, maybe even 12% someday soon. But for right now, the diet to get down from 30 down to 20 is much different than getting from 15 down to 10. My goal is to motivate you guys and show you that it is possible, that you can obtain your goal of losing weight or maybe even having that dream body that you want. Now, even though I was doing the proper diet, I believed in myself. So the question is, do you believe in you? Alright, so what is it that I did differently in my diet that helped me get the results? The only thing that's important about a diet is calories. Calories, calories, calories. That makes all the difference. I see so many people doing diets all wrong. They're making it too complicated and frustrating and tends to lead them to give up. And many people think that eating healthy is being on a diet. But just because something's healthy doesn't mean that it's low in calories. Calories is the only thing you need to know if you're trying to lose weight and be on a diet. Not eating healthy. You can eat something healthy, but it can be high in calories. So just worry about eating less calories than your body burns in a day. That's called being in a calorie deficit, which most of you guys have probably heard. But notice that I didn't say a food deficit. I'm in a calorie deficit, not a food deficit where I'm starving myself every day. And that's what most of these diets are out there. They're food deficits. They're small portions of bland food that you end up still being hungry after you eat it. So don't starve yourself. Find foods that are low in calorie but high in volume. It's not about the amount of food you eat, it's about the amount of calories that you eat. The bottom line is it doesn't matter what you eat at all. Whether it's healthy or unhealthy, doesn't matter as long as the calories are lower than what you're burning in a day. So how can you be in a calorie deficit without being in a food deficit where you're starving yourself? Well, you have to find foods that are low in calorie but high in volume. So just because something is low calorie doesn't mean it's high volume. And just because something's healthy doesn't mean it's low calorie. You have to find stuff that's low calorie, high volume. For example, this avocado, it's healthy. Avocados are healthy, right? They are, but they're not low in calories. It's a very high calorie dense food. This tortilla wrap, high in calories. This one, low in calories. Same serving size, about the same size tortilla, but this one's much lower in calories. This milk, high in calorie. This milk, low in calorie. So you have to pick foods that are low in calorie but high in volume. Now those foods have the same amount of portion for a serving size, but one is a lot lower in calories. So you can eat the higher calorie ones if you wanted on a diet. You would just have to eat a lot less of it, which is gonna make you hungry and you're gonna end up eating more calories later. Or you could choose the lower calorie things and not be hungry and be able to stay in a calorie deficit and lose weight. So you guys tell me which one of these looks better for a diet and which one of these plates would you rather eat? Now for me, I would rather eat this plate. It's twice the amount of food, and it's the exact same amount of calories as the other plate. This plate is much less food, but the exact same amount of calories. Now you may eat this and think that this is enough, and if that's you, then that's fine. But me, I would still be hungry after I eat this, so that's why I would rather eat this. And if you guys don't believe me that these are about the same calories, I'm gonna put the calories right here on the screen. So this one I'm gonna put, it's gonna be under the breakfast section, and then this one is gonna be put right under the lunch section. So you can see the ingredients that are in there and exactly what the calories are. And remember, just because something is healthy doesn't mean it's low calorie. And just because something is unhealthy doesn't mean you can't eat it on your diet. If it fits your calorie goals and you're not gonna be starving, then eat it. Before I get into figuring out how many calories you need to be in a calorie deficit, I need to warn you that you have to read the labels very carefully, because labels are deceptive and they can lie. They can seem like they're low calorie, but it's also a small portion of food. It can say that it's 100 calories, but it's only 20 grams, and so you're still gonna be hungry. Again, stay away from foods like that. So find foods that you'll enjoy, that are low calorie, high in volume. Now, if you don't want to believe me, then maybe you'll believe the Godfather, Greg Doucette. He's a professional coach, bodybuilder, he's even an IFBB pro. So I'll link his channel in my description, check him out. He makes some pretty good videos. He also has a cookbook out called the Anabolic Cookbook, full of recipes and foods that are all low calorie, high volume. And this cookbook isn't just for bodybuilders or pro athletes. This book is for people that are trying to lose weight, get in shape. So go check it out. And Greg, if you ever watch this, big shout out to you, you're the man. Now, how do we find out how many calories we need to be in a deficit, but to allow us to have enough energy to work out and go about our daily activities? Well, first we need to find out how many calories your body burns in a day. This would be the amount of calories to maintain the current weight that you're at. So for men, you're gonna take 66 plus 12.6 times your weight minus divided by 12.7.
No, God, please, no, no!
That's way too complicated. I want simple. So this is what you're gonna do. Take your body weight, multiply it by 12. Now it's not an exact science, but it's gonna get you pretty close. It's gonna tell you about how many calories your body is burning. Now if you wanna go out and see a doctor, get a heart rate monitor, spend all this money to figure out exactly how many calories you burn, then do that. But your body's gonna burn different calories every day. It doesn't matter your weight, your height, your size, or age, or anything, because everybody burns calories different, and you're gonna burn a different amount of calories every day. So there is no exact equation to how many calories you're gonna burn. Getting a good close estimate is the best you can do, and it's a lot less stressful. So take your body weight and multiply it by 12. That's gonna give you the estimated amount of calories you're burning in a day. So then you just subtract from there, and that puts you in a deficit. I started off at 226 pounds. Multiply that times 12, that's about 2,700 calories. I started off by putting myself in a 1,200 calorie deficit, 1,500 calories every day. I broke that up into 3 meals, 500 calories a meal. So I'm not saying that's what you should do or what you should start off with. I'm just telling you that's what I did. But I kind of know what my body needs and where I needed to be for my calories to have enough energy for the day. For you, you should probably start off a little lower and just work your way down. You start off by 250 calories, maybe 500 calories. See how your body feels. If you start losing weight, if you're not losing weight. If you're not losing much weight or any weight at all, then you might need to drop your calories even lower. If you're losing weight too fast and you feel like you don't have energy for the day and you're tired, then you're cutting out way too many calories and you need to add it back up. It doesn't really matter how far of a deficit you're in, because your body's gonna react different. And you just need to listen to your body, because it's gonna tell you exactly what you need. Now I know 1,500 calories may not seem like a lot, but I promise you I was never hungry. Actually, I lied. I was hungry, but only when it came time for me to eat. I wasn't hungry throughout the day. I wasn't hungry after my meal. I would get hungry. Oh, it's time to eat. That's why I'm hungry. So you just have to find that right, perfect balance for you and go from there. Now you're probably thinking, Maurice, this is great and all, but it's just too hard to continuously count calories and track them throughout the day. It gets overwhelming and it's just too much. But it's not. Go download the MyFitnessPal app. That's what I've used. It's super easy to track your calories. You just scan your food. It puts all the calorie info in there, keeps track of it every day, adds it all up. It even tracks your macros for those of you that want to track that. Oh, and it's free. And it may be a little inconvenient at first, but after a few weeks or maybe even after you start seeing the results, it's all going to be worth it and it's just going to become second nature to you. Lastly, give yourself a cheat meal every now and then. So many people are afraid of cheat meals. They will not set you back. As long as you're in a calorie deficit and doing it for several days, it's not going to set you back. Use the cheat meal as like a goal, as something to reach for, something you're looking forward to. You're dieting for a week, maybe 2 weeks, and you got that cheat meal you're looking forward to. Oh, I can't wait, I can't wait. Use that to help motivate you and keep you on track. So don't just look at calories to starve yourself. Find foods that are low in calorie but high in volume. I mean, just look at me 30 days ago. If I can do it, so can you. My goal is to get shredded and be around maybe 12% body fat. So I'm going to continue to share my journey and my food tips, my workouts, and much more so that you guys can see what your results will look like. Now, if you made it this far in the video, then it's official. We become best friends.
What? Did we just become best friends? Yup!
And now that we're best friends, I want everyone to be brutally honest with me. If you didn't like the video, let me know down low in the comments why you didn't like it. Maybe you already knew this stuff. Maybe you're not going to take advice from someone that's not shredded, that's not famous on Instagram, or whatever the case is. Give the boy some feedback so I can get better at my content, making good videos for you guys. Now listen though, if you did like the video or you even found it just slightly entertaining, then show the boy some support by banging that subscribe button down below, smashing the like while you're down there, and turn on post notifications so you can follow my progress to getting shredded. Now, you've got the dieting part down, but in order to see the maximum results in your transformation, you've got to get into my workout video, making sure you're doing the proper things. Go down in the description. I'm going to link the video sharing my workout secrets, tips and tricks, and a few things that you may or may not have known. And just remember, I believe in you, but do you believe in you?